Hi, this is Randy, Bypass Adventure, and this is the cheap bike build-off 2025. $150 budget, no AliExpress, no Amazon, anything out of your parts bin has to be assigned a value. This put on by Max the Mullet Mechanic, and I thought I'd enter it. I am a heart patient. I've had a 6-way bypass, a gastric bypass, and I recently got a pacemaker defibrillator. I choose to get all my exercise on a bike. I love bikes. I think I have a lot of them. But where I live in the Tahoe National Forest, we have a lot of single track, a lot of flow tracks, a lot of full suspension, a lot of hardcore mountain bike stuff. But sometimes I'd like to maybe just go into town, ride around, go to my local farmer's market, and the way grocery prices are now, if I'm going to spend that kind of money on stuff, then I'd rather give it to my local farmer and probably get a little better stuff. So my bike is going to be kind of a grocery getter / cruise around town, and I get to ride around town like when I was a little kid. And I messed up. I had all kinds of footage of me disassembling the bike before I tore it all down, cleaning parts, figuring things out, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I had problems editing or downloading the software to my editing software. The files were the wrong files, and it just became a whole freaking mess. So this is what we get. And hopefully you guys like it. Vote for the bike. It's a cool bike. It's a big boy bike. I am 6'5", 250 pounds. It's got the long head tube. It's not going to be the lightest bike, but whatever. It's a cruiser. Let's get to it. So this probably pissed some people off, but I use marine grease. It's water resistant. These older bikes are not. All that sealed. Marine grease. Like I said, it's called Bypass Adventure because I've had the 6-way bypass. I had that in December of 2019. I was 45. Yes, I'm old. Grease it, grease it. So greasy. installed. All right, let's put the bars in. Grease threads. What is that called? I don't know what that's called. What is that thing called? I forget. So these are the bar dilemma that I had, and these are the ones I came up with. I extended these a little bit right here. Some local Joe stuff taught me that. You like kind of budget builds. I like local Joe. His name is also Randy. Oh no. Something just broke in there. Oh no. Can you see in there? Something just broke. Alright. So something let loose with that. So maybe one of you smarter bicycle guys can tell me what happened. Because now it's all crap. That's what it is, crap. Is it broke? Do I throw it away? Let me know. I don't know enough. Let me know. Alright, so I went into the parts box. And I have this Dior that I got the co-op. And I got it for like $5. So I'm running a single speed with a 10 on the rear. So hopefully this works. I'm sure people are like, that ain't gonna work. And I'm gonna be going friction shift. We will find out, huh? Or some of you already know. I will find out. It's very taut. Alright, on to the next. Bottom bracket. Alright, bottom bracket. I'm going with the original bottom bracket. Oh boy. The old school one, which is fine. Nice and greasy. There we go. is if the writing on the Shimano, so the O would be to my right. So this is my driver's side. Because if your lettering's backwards, you're in wrong. If I'm right, let me know. If I'm wrong, don't let me know. Good and greasy. Oh my goodness. Too tight. Now I always leave it a little loose. The hair, just so when I put that lock. This thing. Oh, shit. Come on. Oh boy. Spin smooth. No jiggling. Let's see. Put this thing on. That thing on. Sweet. All right, how about some cranks? Again, these are from the Bike Kitchen, a bottom single. Some Bone Traeger, however you want to say it. Boy, that sticks way out. My chain line, not the greatest. We'll see what happens. I have the other cranks that I might have to use. I really want a single speed or a 1x system, sorry. Because you know, shifting that front derailleur is just so hard. All right, brakes. I have these Avid Shorty 6s. Oh, well. Original bolts. Greaser up. And I messed up when I was cleaning it. I took off the, yeah. One thing about this grease hood is that it's super sticky. All right, let's put the wheels on it and see what that looks like. So these wheels were on my, the tires were on my grandpa's bike, and he passed along. So these tires are, man, they gotta be old. Right. Uh-oh. All right, tires. Okay, so plans have changed. The chain line I mentioned doesn't work, so these are the original cranks, X-Age, Mountain, and I don't want triple chainring. So I'm going to take these two away and do a 1x that's a 38 bio pace. But I got to clean it. Okay. So the derailleur didn't work. And as you saw, I had to polish all this. I had to get rid of my 10 and go to an 8 because the gap in here was too severe and I couldn't backpedal. This is a Shimano Acera, which is out of my parts bin, is actually cheaper than the the Shimano Dior. Although I like this one, something was just not, something wasn't right. So we'll save that for something else. And I have to switch. I switched out my original brake pads that came with it and got these out of the part bin. These are Tetro brake pads. I still got to do the front. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I'm kind of bummed about that. I wanted the 10, but this turned out okay. And down the road, if I don't like the biopace, I'll swap it out for something different and try to get maybe a different higher cluster gear on this. You know, this bike's for cruising. I mean, it's going to be exercise, but I want to cruise. So let's keep putting on little bits. I got seat. We still got levers, shifters, bottle cages, and to cable it. Okay, here's my rack. I had to build these two things because this thing, it doesn't have any thingamajiggers to screw it in. So this is my old school basket. Folds out like so. Put my groceries in it. Grease her up. Now, like I said, I'm going for comfort. And I'm using one of these old school Gooch cushions and a nice comfy seat, I hope. And again, like tires, the seat post, this basket that I adapted to this rack, all came from my grandpa's bike, which is super old. All right, let me come back to this. So this is the original seat post. So now, what I've devised and there's that. So these are the I like a little bit of space. I always do final adjustments when I get it on the ground. Those are nice for my giant hands. A little bit of space. My eye level there. do you think? Should be underneath? No. All right, there's the cockpit. So I got these King bottles holders also at the co-op. These things are expensive. Got my little orange bolts in there. And the cool about the Nishiki is that the two bottles are here on the down tube. Because the co-op had just like a giant, almost like a truckload of them. And I thought the dude was going to give them to me. Oh, son of a... Oh, they're right here. Right. There it is, pretty much in a nutshell. Obviously, I gotta cable it. I'm not gonna bore everybody with cabling. It's not my strong suit, so it's gonna take me a little bit. I'm thinking maybe white cables, black, maybe a splash of orange cable. I'm not sure. I'm gonna get the wife in here. I'm gonna kind of let her decide. But when you see it again, it'll be cabled and we'll go over it. Well, there it is, all cabled up, 1989 Nishiki, Colorado Cunningham, built for the Cheap Bike Challenge 2025. That's $133. Everything was out of the parts bin, co-op, or original to the bike. Swapped rims and tires. New cables, grease, rear derailleur, seat, the rack, the handlebars, levers, shifter, all out of the parts bin or the co-op. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Hope you liked the bike. And I'll see you on the next one.